Hello and welcome to Zach103 TV, and today we are racing the Advent Health 400 at Daytona here in the first Nations Race event of the season, kind of commemorating Cinco de Mayo, which is tomorrow if this is uploaded on Wednesday. So, as you can see, Ominsa coming off a second place finish last week, coming in with some consistency, getting his first career Cars on Cup Series pole. Starting this race last in points, so only guy he's got to catch up to is the 37 Eric Van D, who's starting way back in the pack. So if he finishes, I don't know, about 20 or so positions better than Eric Van D, he'll be above him, and Eric Van D will be last in points. And his teammate, Design, starting up here in second. You'll be able to see a lot of Nations race cars, and also, ironically, I have a specific schedule for scheme drivers that have 3 schemes. So drivers that have 3 schemes are running their second of 3 schemes, beginning this race to race 26, and they'll be running their third schemes. And people that are running 2 schemes this season will be running their second schemes after race 20, likely race 21. So, yeah, specifications on that. And this is the first of 3 Nations races this season. This one, of course, commemorating, I guess, Cinco de Mayo, and no Mexico cars here today. Wasn't there any last year either, so that's interesting to see. So not much to say on that. Other than that, everything's up to date. We are doing good in the season. Sammy Bakshi points leader. He's running his second of third scheme. Beginning this race, will be switching to his Spotify car next change on that. So that's interesting. So yeah. A few minutes to the beginning of the race. Last week's winner, EXO, in the 32, got his first career Cars and Cup Series win last week. Had never won a ZSS race and came in to win a CCS race. Starting from mid-pack, I think he can do it. Again, this Daytona. Another thing before we go too far in, I want to announce that this race is going to be 15% instead of regular 10% because we did Daytona once this year, and we did Auto Club once this year, and I decided to, kind of keep that rhythm going and see how that all fits. And there's a few cars here with same sponsors, all good, mostly teammates. So yeah, some cars look similar, all that good stuff, and just a few things I need to cover before we get going. And yeah, go to EXO.
Drivers, start your engines!
EXO last week came first Dodge to win a race this season. And, he could go for 2 in a row here. We haven't seen anyone do it in Cars and Cup Series since John McFadden in 2017. A little bit of a lag in the field. I'm sure they'll get filled up very quickly. I can't remember who started pole. It was the Ada Mensa. Starting up top is Zine. On bottom, Omensa. Both have got General Motors helps behind them. Top lane's probably got most of General Motors help with Dissect in the 7 behind that, so it's going to be interesting. Pace car is in. 24 laps here at Daytona, the Advent Health 400. Talked about how that top line had more Chevrolets. They got a bit better jump, but Sign was not able to clear Omensa off the corner. And he's going to stick to that. As Kazo in the 40, you're going to stick him in the middle. That is going to be catastrophic for Omensa, and so is it going to be for Austin Johns, maybe Iron Crusader. And it looks like Kazo is going to lead his first lap this season and the first lap of this event for India. To be frankly honest with you, I doubt he lives in India, but there's not really a penalty for lying about where you're from, so I guess that's okay. Same difficulty and everything else, same from the Jazz 500, and everything else looking good. We got Dissect in the 7 trying to do something here on the bottom. And he's going to try to lead this lap, and the 7's going to turn on understandings. And Dripsy in the 54 is going to try to go 3 wide for the lead, as Dissect will lead lap 2. So every lap leads 5 points, and every little bit counts for most of these guys, especially guys back on points, kind of like Kazo, Dissect, Dripsy, Dissect, kind of in an area where they can catch up, especially Dissect after a good finish last week. So yeah, and it looks like 48 and Nadaweeb, who won the first Auto Club race this season, is going to try to take the lead here and disallow Dripsy, but then again, the 18 of Bird wants to have a shot at that points lead. Won at Atlanta. He's got Brad Stover behind him, who also did well at the first Auto Club race, not do too well in the second Auto Club race. Nadaweeb did lead that lap. Well, looks like Brad Stover almost decided to push the issue, and it looks like he wouldn't doubt it one bit if he tried something here on the back stretch. Yeah, Bird not able to block. Bird did not lead that lap either, so he did not get any points, so he's going to have to retry around and try to get a lap led. Is 99 of Brad Stover. He's going to try to lead a lap here. Led some laps. Auto Club looks to lead some here today. Lead lap 3. Or lap 4 rather. Old Spice winner right behind him. Old Spice winner John McFadden. He is 1 win away from 11. You know, you make 10, you're doing good. But if you don't get past 10, I guess that's not really making a name for yourself. John McFadden tries to get a draft going with Brad Stover. They're trying to do something a little different here. See how that works out. Brad Stover will kind of try to block the 89. That will fail. And that will just pretty much leave the door open for Bromo Sports team owner and driver Abigail Lane in the 6. He's had a rocky season. Got a good finish last week. Watkins Glen, however. And is going to lead lap 5. And got a former teammate, former defending champion, Feedbat, and 31 right behind that, trying to do something. And we see these bottom lanes really been the only lane prevailing. I have not seen any lane prevail at this track. You know, it'd be very interesting if they made a version of this track which all lanes kind of had some kind of defense. And you know, we kind of do see that at this track, but only like when it's a very small pack and there's like a big wreck or something. And there's a possibility for that today. Same difficulty, just the race is shorter. I don't know if we're going to see a wreck or not. And when I did the tests here, we did not. And Feedback will lead that lap, defending champion. He is not doing too good in points, so this is good for him right here. Lethal Moore in the 44, you'd think he'd be doing good in points. He is not. He's been up front, but he hasn't been up front to finish well up front. He's got Casey Cooper right behind him, doing pretty good in points, just trying to pull that ahead. Along with the real gaming freak who's really put on a. He's been doing pretty good off the radar. The 82 car has. It looks like Casey Cooper may get around to lead this lap, and again, every lap led. 5 points. Most laps led is 10 points. If we don't get a most laps led, which I have not yet seen, we could see that today. if we don't, I think, you know, I didn't really come up with a rule for that. If we don't have the most laps led, I guess we'll just go by what the HTML says, if it says anything. If it don't say anything, I guess we'll just go where we can. Jason Cooper tried to get a run on the top. Toyota just only has 4 cars in this race, so not getting a real good anything right now. And I believe, well, no one's lost the draft. Everyone's inside the draft. Real Gaming Freak leading this lap. It'll be good. He is right kind of towards the cut line in standings. Could use a lap here to lead. We got Gar Salamander in the 26. Looks a lot like Caden Williams' car. That's one of the duplicates we have in this race. We got 2 duplicates. We got 2 Lowe's cars, 2 Snailman's Winter Royals cars, and 2 Doritos cars. And the other one, Caden Williams, somewhere in the pack. Gar Salamander trying to lead. He is trying to defend his playoff spot, but he is not going to be able to keep the lead as Jonah Burridge is very strong on the bottom. We got Sabretooth and Third Alexa Gaming along with that. And it looks like Jonah Burridge in the 17 will come and lead this lap here. He could use it. He has had a semi-rough I mean, it started out well, but he's just been dropping. Has not had a single, like, past 3 races has been, like, terrible, awful. A little bit of the gap between 2 top cars that really slow them up and open some doors here. Sabretooth gets underneath, but that's where we're sitting underneath. He, went high, actually. I think just a block, but I don't think he's got enough time to block the 20 back. Just going to shift this field. And we've seen in the spring, or the, I guess, winter Daytona, you'd call it, that I think 43 is going to lead this lap. 43 had enough run to lead this lap. I did not think that would happen. We got a 10 of Ricky Freeman Jr. and Caden Williams off Ronnie Martin. Ricky Freeman Jr. Yep, he needs some points. But I don't think Ronnie Martin's going to let that happen too easily. I think Sabretooth is trying to defend this field pretty well here. He's definitely going to go for the most laps led here. He has been able to keep this lead in that 43 car. And I think he's got, because that bottom draft isn't, I guess, not as strong as it was, and now it's looking like that. So it's interesting. Caden Williams had enough of the 92. He's going to go low. 43 is going to lead a couple laps. Could put him back in contention for standings. Freeman Jr. wants to lead a lap. And, you know, and it's not just leading laps here. You got to get a good finish. And some of these guys are looking to try to do that in this race. Yeah, you got to be careful. 4 wide does not work here. We've seen that in the early Daytona race. It looks like Sabretooth is going to lead 3 laps here. It is 15 points. And if he leads most, that is 10 plus whatever he'll have. After he's done leading, oh, I think the 20 car hit the wall. Well, I don't know. It might have been just a bad perspective, but it looked like he had a big moment and got into the wall or something. 20 of Third Alexa Gaming. Sporting the France car. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah. These guys might let that 43 car lead a 4th lap. This bottom lane is not near as formed as it was before that 43 car took the lead. That 25 just sitting by himself there. No help. He's going to draft to the 43 by himself. Going to try. Just can't get any run going. And that 43 car is going to lead a 4th lap. Because no one's got anything yet. Bradley Ream trying to get to the bottom in the middle lane. We haven't seen much out of the little lane. I've been seeing him kind of do some stuff that might be good, so it's interesting. The 15 car trying to move around, decide what he's going to do. But again, they're going to let that 43 car lead yet more laps. the top lane's now trying to form, but they just ain't got enough draft. This field's kind of starting to separate, implode if you would, and everyone's still in the draft. Just check and make sure. Comes 10 Ricky Freeman Jr. Oh, he's going to go low real quick on that 43 car. See if that timing was good. He's got a little to see how this draft turns out. I don't know what the 15's going to do. I don't know if the 10's going to be able to clear. He's going to have to get a good run here if he's going to be able to defend that 43 in turn 3 and 4. 43 edged him, but can he edge him again? Yep, 43 will edge him again. Tried, but not enough draft. It looks like that bottom draft cars, his middle lane's just not able to form. But 43's got the control of the field right now. There's just not much to do there. Now the bottom lane's a sitting duck. It's amazing what can happen in just a matter of tri-oval. So, looks like Ricky Freeman Jr. is trying to figure out what line he's going to do. Ever since this 43 car's been leading, it's been allowing some cars to just kind of stay up here and figure out what they're going to try to do, what moves they're going to try to make. Oh, big run coming from the 88. Brandon Nelson, that Red Bull driver of the 88 in front of underneath the 5. At 15, at Bradley Ream going for the lead out of nowhere. I did not expect that. Bradley Ream going to try to lead a lap here, but the 43 probably will have a run. 43 did have to run and will lead that lap. He will probably lead the most laps this race. 25 trying to help him out. Red Bull team, 2 cars down there, 95 and 88. They wrecked each other out at Richmond. I don't think they're wanting to do that here today. 95 Kirk Tacos and 88 Brandon Nelson. The 15 car will be able to pull ahead of the 43. Wow, that was an interesting turn of events I did not expect. 43 still trying to hang on that top lane. Man, them two Red Bull team cars are really feisty where they're at right now. Just kind of able to pick through working together that well. Their other driver, Reggie Fogelman's up on the top lane, can't really help him, and Iron Crusader, he's got a few cars to pass before he gets up there. Cray Tacos in the 95. Looks like Brandon Nelson might have tried to leave her in the dust. Cray Tacos not having an ideal season. Neither is Brandon Nelson, hence why he's going low to try to make a pass. And it'll be 3 wide for the lead here. Chef Squid on the bottom. Led a lot of laps last week at Watkins Glen, put him real good in the point standings. And you get greedy. I'm sure you will. As Brandon Nelson, who led that lap? Could have been the 15. 95 Kirker Tacos by nothing. It's interesting. Well, we see NH Introvert and Chef Squid. These are not teammates, by the way. You'd think they would be. How much they race together, but no, they are not teammates. It's Real Fan Motorsports versus Bro Motorsports. And NH Introvert trying to do something there. He won at Martinsville this season. That's the only thing he's got on Bro Motorsports right now. So he's got to win. And Bro Motorsports is yet to do that. Kind of getting back to that rhythm we had. And it looks like Brandon Nelson might try to lead this lap. I think Chef Squid edged him out there. Yep, sure enough. We'll lead another lap to add to his bank for the season. NH Introvert trying to take the lead here. We got Dark X Rain 24 doing good in points until Watkins Glen. A good finish here. Probably put him in decent position again, but he did DNF at Watkins Glen, so he's going to need a little bit more than a good finish to put him back in contention. We got another plate track next week, Armory Digital Super Speedway. Looks like that 24 is going to go low, and these laps are winding down quick. We are about to go about 21 and 24. We got Joy Paints in 77. Another Pontiac trying to lead the race for Salamander Incorporated. Dark X-Rain blocks, but gets shoved out the way a little bit. Joy Paints is hauling some stuff right now. And that 77, see that paint scheme's changed. 77 was running Funyuns, now we'll switch to Joy Paints, which is her username. And guess company she owns. Looks like Dark X Rain able to hold the line, however. Zine not giving Joy much a push, but coming into this corner, it looks like bottom lane will prevail. 77 to Joy Paints trying to lead a lap here. She was doing pretty fair. I think she still is in standings. It looks like Dark X Rain will lead this lap. He could use it. Zine in the 97 won Auto Club, led every lap. He would like to pretty much try to lock himself into the playoffs at this point. Really lining down laps here. See NASCAR Fireball 48 behind him. Also got to keep in mind there is a tie for I think 4th most wins in CCS between NASCAR Fireball 48 and Kirkry Tacos. And Zine just put a tie for 2nd most Cars and Cup Series win between him and Connie Ragsdale. And if NASCAR Fireball 48 win, or Kirkry Tacos wins a race before Zine wins another race, that tie will be remade for 2nd most wins, and there will be another 3-way tie. Zine also led that lap. Or he led that lap. I don't know if he led lap 4. NASCAR Fireball 48 was going to want to do that, but momentum getting greedy. Wants to win. Got 2nd last week. Got momentum going. We're 2 laps to go. It's going to be coming down to it here. Iron Crusader is the only driver this season without a top 10. Very likely he's going to get one today. Drivers are starting to get antsy. I don't know if that's going to cause a wreck or not. The 9 car's got a better run right now. The 1 is going to go underneath the 8 here. Iron Crusader, he's going to try to get his first CCS win, or is one of these guys up on the top got a good enough run to block? The 9, not yet. He's got a good push from the 10. Both these guys have been good pushers with each other for some strange reason I can't really point out. Will Lethal Mourner have anything in that 44 car? Looks like he will not. Iron Crusader, but then again, this top lane is still there. Not so much the very top, but the top-ish. 44 Lethal Mourner just not quite having a draft in that Spotify incorporated car. Here comes Iron Crusader coming off of turn 4 here at Daytona. Here comes Omensa on the top. It's going to be Omensa in the 8th. I did not expect that. A huge run on the top from Cactus King, not even teammates with 8. Going from last in points to first career Cars on Cup Series win here at Daytona. And PS Motorsports, both their cars have a win this season. Very impressive. Pardon me. So, well, yeah, that was a cool race. No cautions, very interesting. Next week is Armory Digital Super Speedway. This race definitely a point shakeup. So, we'll see how it shakes up points, and next week will be something. So we'll see you then at Armory Digital Super Speedway.